And now, your host, Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. Wall Street Pete! What's going on, everyone? Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning. Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. I want to talk a little bit about some things today. I want to talk about derivatives. Got some big news for you. If you're interested in this show, you're going to be very happy. I want to see them dip too. We're going to talk about these derivatives and how you can short the market, where I'm from, why this all makes sense to you. Big news. And if you're not paying attention, well, you better start paying attention. Definitely to mention. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, because here we go. This is where the gentleman Wall Street Pete worked, did work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Pay attention. This is where we went to work every single day. Loved it. Nick, what's going on? We're going to talk about the derivatives. What's going to happen now is a lot of people are shorting Bitcoin. This is where I'm from. All these people screaming and yelling. See how these people are yelling? 14th floor right there. It's where we had all the drinks. Obviously after work, but if you pay attention, definitely to mention shorting Bitcoin is a put, and you can put a put on this. This is with the NYMEX. This is where I'm from. I was really excited to work here. Hand signals showing on the sell side with the palm like this, and of course, this is a buy. Come to me and sell. And you see how easy it is, how one transaction goes to the other. And then when you walk through these doors, with a smile on your face. I mean, I did. Good morning. What's going on? Well, we're talking about where I'm from. We're talking about selling futures, options. This was the commodities business, and all these numbers up there meant something. It may hurt your head. You may not understand what that is, but we had to move at a quick speed, and this is like, it's perfect, the prime example. I know these people. I literally worked in the pit with most of these people. I know them by names. I know them by badges. It was a pretty crazy world. I'm going to shut it off now, but I want you to understand that that's where I'm from, and obviously, if you follow... hit the like and subscribe. You see why we talk about this every day, because it's very important. I hold it very much to my heart. But we're going to talk about some real things right now. So let's get into the crypto space. We're going to get into what can happen on derivatives and why I think a lot of people shorted Bitcoin and got Bitcoin shorted at about, what's up, Nick? Got shorted at 387 million in shorts. Elon Musk caused this. Now, guess what? That was the start, because this was January 29th. So everybody shorting Bitcoin, do understand what has to happen. The position gets liquidated. All your money is gone, and you get an alert. And now you either have an option to watch it go bye-bye, most likely, or you could put in more money, short it even more at a dollar cost average on the price, which allows you to sell it even more. What happened was Elon Musk prompted Bitcoin price surge, causing liquidation, 387 million in shorts. This was January 29th. What happens is it becomes an effect, and then all of a sudden, this is an older article, but I want you to see soaring Ethereum price resulted in 55 million short liquidations. This is old news, but if you understand what I'm trying to say is everybody in derivatives, the most common way to short Bitcoin is by shorting its derivatives, like futures options, for example. You can use puts options to bet against the crypto price. This is what the millionaires and a lot of people who have money are doing. What's happening now is they're getting their shorts liquidated, or they have to keep dollar cost averaging in from the 34.5 position. So understand what's happening. The bottom here, about 34.5, this big wave right here, they were in on this. It bounced. They wanted to short it to even more, right? Because everybody thought Bitcoin was going to 20,000, 10,000, 15,000. It's amazing how people do that. But I want to talk about how important this thing may go parabolic. And that's what I'm trying to say. There's a $45,000 peak here I do see coming. And then what happens is if we go through there, I do see major resistance at 45,000. So do remember, not financial advice. Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. We're going to break this in. It doesn't look too beautiful or anything. But the lines are something, so I want to go over it. I'm going to go over Man at Decentraland if you're interested. One of the biggest gaming things to come to mankind. It blows my mind what's happening. And if you see here this little thing, I thought it was pretty cool. The Samson Decentraland Metaverse experience was made simpler using Bitcoin Ami, and we already know how much of a fan I am of Bitcoin Ami. Definitely pretty cool. So Man at Decentraland is partnering up with BitCo, the Metaverse Web3. You got to pay attention to this stuff because this is very important coming into 2022. So here we are, Wall Street, wallst.pete. Check us out on Instagram if you choose. Head left shoulder, right shoulder, as you can see. Looking to get this bounce up now. Let's see what happens next. I think we could go parabolic, like I said. A lot of the short squeeze, a lot of the positions, February 16th, I do believe we're going to come up through and we're going to see some resistance, even somewhere maybe at the 53.5. I know we're talking a long time from now, but I do believe after the 16th, and maybe I just draw a little line or something to tell you and let you know that's what I'm expecting, maybe around that time. So you tell me if there's a coin or a token you want to go over. Wall Street, Pete SICKDOE in crypto. We'll go over it for you. What's up, Paul? Good morning, Dustin and Nicholas. As we said, let's see here. So I wanted to talk about managed Decentraland. And there's a Fibonacci. I'll go Fibonacci. Right? Let's get us out of the way. We want to see everything we can. Managed Decentraland's a lot to talk about. Right? Digital gaming platform with a cup and handle formation. Pretty damn close to me. Pretty strong. Philip, what's going on? You already know. Hit that like and subscribe. A cup and handle formation here. We're going to have to find out right here if this is a confirmation of it. But if you do believe, come on. And all of a sudden, here comes the handle, right? As I'm drinking my cup of coffee. Take a sip. Okay, so if you understand what's happening here, I do see the Fibonacci sequence. So I want to get rid of that because it's in the way. All right, this is TradingView. TradingView 4 hourly. If you want to pay attention, cover me with it. You can get on your phone. You can get it on your PC. What's happening? 4 hourly chart. Each candle represents 4 hours. This 4 hourly is some pull back down. Why? Well, it's the cup and handle. I mean, this is why technical analysis is beautiful. This is why we love it. Did not get to liquidate at the 292-ish, 290 area where I wanted to be more out. But this is why you dollar cost average out. So if you don't hit the peak and the whales know, right about here we should have seen 289. We weren't going to get the 290 fill right by. Imagine that. It hurts. You don't always win, okay? You don't always win, so please understand I'm a real person just like you. Hit the like and subscribe. But we should have been on that one a little more. We should have hit that. But a lot of people to get their fill order here, as I see. Come down, get the handle, as they already know. They're checking it out themselves, right? And this is pretty clear as day. This is managed Decentraland. This is the digital platform for all NFTs and everything in that nature. You're going to be pretty excited to know. These are the levels. Fibonacci level, I know we're sitting here taking a long time to get to it, but I want people to really understand what's going on is people were shorting all this. This is falling. You're making a lot of money. You're not. What you have to do now, when it gets an alert and it says on your phone, on your PC, all of a sudden it goes up and you short it here. Well, guess what? If you shorted at here at $1.99 on Mana, just say as an example, what the derivatives are doing is you're getting an alert saying you have to buy back the price in order to close it, right? So what happens is your $10,000 you invested on the short and you didn't take profits now gets liquidated. It's gone. And it goes and buys. And now you're part of a buyer on this big thing. Do you understand? There was so many people shorting that had to get liquidated and had to buy. That's what's making this go parabolic. Now, what may happen is a lot of the buyers are going to take profits knowing the cup and handle's coming, formation, they see it. We're going to get a retracement perhaps on so much because of how many people are doing that, and then they'll buy back. Perhaps we get 245. So let's see what my buddy says. My brother from another mother. It seems like Solana wants to take it off as soon as BTC starts going up. Very good, interesting thing to say. Do you think it's worth continuing to buy over 100? Well, this is part of the nature right here. Let's watch. So the entire market seems to move on a lot of the tokens. So it's a great question, Nick. It's a wonderful question, actually. One of the smartest, intelligent. You know, you got to really think about it. Some of these tokens, you just don't pay attention to another token. You're just watching one thing. So it's hard to pay attention to all of them. But if you see, we were at 2,800 on Ethereum. We were almost hitting 39,000. Once we break through the 39,000 on Bitcoin, I believe we're gone for a little bit. So I believe we go to listen to this because I want this on record. And I really do want this on record. And we're going to go to Solana next. I want you to see that. We're starting to break out of the falling wedge. Notice as soon as we do it every time, we're having trouble, okay? Let me tell you right now, this is the first indicator. I know I have a lot of numbers and things up here. We break the 39,000. We break the 39,000 and start pumping. It's over at least to 45,000, okay? I don't know if anyone understands that, but this is the trail. If you want to go to the trail to grandmother's house, we go. I'm not kidding. Here we are. We're going to quote myself on it. I'm not changing it. That is what's happening. Once we break the 39,000, Bitcoin has gone to 45. So whatever you see here, and you're talking about Solana, you're talking about whatever you want to talk about here. Let's see, Solana. Solana was a good buy at 85, right? And as we know, see sideways boring action. What happened? Finally broke through. It's a confirmation. We finished a 4-hourly candle above the 102, so now it's a confirmation. What's going to happen here is we're going to get the Fibonacci sequence. You're going to see how far back it could go before it starts bouncing up. What I think now, this is Solana if anyone's interested. I already think it's doing so. Let's see, 4-hourly. Interesting. Big news on Solana, and that's what happened. It took me down all the way to the 102.96, and that's all you're going to get. There is a chance you'll come back and be able to buy back at 100. I do see that, $98 as well. So there's a small chance. What I think is going to happen, it's going to hit maybe 100 if it doesn't break out right now. So if this thing's going to come down because the market's coming down, I don't know if you noticed, everything's coming down together, as you said, right? There's a good chance that we get that. But if you're really, really looking into this nature, right? Looking at this beast, this is Solana, the gasless transaction fees. It's kind of beating Ethereum if you think about that. Hit the like and subscribe. W here is halfway done. So that's kind of how I'm looking, Nick, and everyone else who is a Solana. I do believe you could wait to 100. That's absolutely a chance. What would I do? Well, dollar cost average, if you see here the 38.2 pullback Fibonacci sequence level, it could hit my pullback very simply there and go back in bananas. So there's a huge chance, a couple levels, couple ideas maybe to think of, Nick, so we can find out where we're going in which direction. Well, 50 minutes. So right now, if you look on the bottom of my right screen there, ladies and gentlemen, 10 o'clock, so it's 10:10 a.m. I'm looking for the Fibonacci sequence right here. And excuse me 1 second. So I'm looking on the Fibonacci sequence here, and I do see 106, 107. I just want to make sure we're up and running well. Okay, this is a problem. You may go parabolic, which is not a problem. Our volume may come into play. We got to do some EMA, relative strength index, or start using our indicators. I'm sorry if I was getting boring for a second. Right here, wow, as soon as I come through. Right here on Solana, if you pay attention, there's a lot of Michael Jordan and his son have been getting into this big time, and I know other people are probably following suit. This seems to be a resistance level of the 98 that we finally broke through. So we finally broke through the 98, which cost us back to come through. But if you see here on the RSI level, we're saying we're getting another breakout. Now, I don't know to the upside or to the downside, but there could be one more shake up to the upside is what I'm trying to tell you before we get a little pullback down. Some of the people taking profits. But do understand, if you want to buy it or if you're already holding, you have a very, very strong 134 price level of where you can actually take, mitigate losses, profits, or actually, whatever one it is. I don't know what you did. I don't know if you bought it. But there's a chance that we create something here. This is the shoulder and a head coming up. Inverted, perhaps. And I think, wow, I think I had this. I don't know, this is the, sometimes I get excited, excuse me, because sometimes I think my old drawings are from before. This is just today, obviously already. Talking about an upward W. So there's a possibility this can happen. Fall back to the 100. Crypto market cap looking pretty good. So maybe we'll go to Solana real quick, take a little peek, up 3% on the day, 1.76 trillion market cap. And then there we are with Solana, 107. So if you look across the board, very strong last 24 hours to the left here, 15% just about. In the last 7 days, it's up 17%. So the big news with Solana, there was a lot of big news. We went over it on my channel. You can always check it out. Sometimes the videos are long, and I apologize. But trying to keep these quick. We'll try and do a 20-minute video today. If I was Wall Street, Pete, and I didn't have financial advice, and just wanted to give a little tidbit here and there, what's a good token to buy real quick, just looking at this whiteboard. This thing came a long way, okay? I remember it was 4 cents last year. I'm sick. Polkadot, 19, under 20 bucks. That's kind of crazy, okay? Dogecoin back to the 14-cent level. Some of these meme coins, some of the big money holders said, I'm going to go to a real value coin when they find out that maybe what his name is, Elon, is up to something, as usual, right? We'll figure that one out soon. That could be a good buy. But Avalanche, 69 bucks. I'll tell you right now, I'm a big believer in Avalanche, big believer, but the problem is fighting against Solana and Ethereum, and it's having a hard time. But you know what? Even Avalanche is going to have a good time here. So pay attention to AVAX. Polygon under the $2. Shiba Inu been going sideways forever at the 2,000 level now. Crypto.com, the last one I would say right now. As Cosmos impresses me at 28.52, 4 cents. There's way too much fundamentals. The Lakers, even the Clippers, right? Los Angeles. So pay attention to what's going on. I didn't realize every NBA game you watch, every replay on SportsCenter, every Instagram thing I watch. I like the NBA. I have SportsCenter on my feed. When I see the feed and it's SportsCenter, sometimes I wind up seeing Crypto.com on the Lakers ground. I was hoping I could see it, but I had my reels up. So that was pretty amazing. So I would watch out for things of that nature. Crow seems to be cheap. It really does. I'm trying to watch to see if we could break out to this falling wedge here. Pay attention, definitely to mention on the falling wedge as we're coming down. It's a descending. This is definitely a descending channel coming into a falling wedge here. Now, if this continues, we're expected to fall. Now, I'm just letting you know. A lot of people don't like my show because I say I go up and down. This is technical analysis. If you don't get yourself prepared or ready, and I want my face to be in the picture. If you don't get yourself prepared and ready, what is good for what good is this channel? This channel is getting you prepared and ready to succeed on the next move. It's not financial advice, right? I'm not a financial advisor, although do I like to wear the visor? Yes. But my name is Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. And one time I used to work here, and Robbie Downer Jr. even went here and thought, did you ever see this, Nick? If you're watching still, did you ever see this? This is where I worked, I swear, on the floor right there. Wall Street. If you have children, lower their ears, cover their ears, because he's about to curse.
If money is evil, then that building is hell.
He winds up cursing. I don't want it to curse on here as bad, but he says this is the biggest hungry, low-life, money-hungry son of a you-know-what's. It's hilarious, but that's where I used to work. I actually worked on that floor. I actually knew people in there. There was Gina, there was Barry, there was Top Gun. That was his badge. I love that dude with the glass in the beginning of the video. But let's get to serious stuff here. Solana's having a breakout. If you look at the EMA, which is the exponential moving average, this is breaking out. I do believe that there's an upside to this that's not done. Dude, it was hilarious. That's Robbie Downer Jr. when he was younger. That was before I worked there. He went to the floor. He visited there. That's exactly where I worked, Nick, with papers all over the floor. And now you know where I work, dude. Love that place. Chaotic, right? It's where I want to be. I want to be in the chaotic place. That's why I'm here. We did look at the cup and handle formation, right? Perhaps a cup and handle is coming. What would you do if I told you 140, 139, we're going to surpass 135, and perhaps on the 4 hourly, you're going to see a cup and handle? Well, what I'll do is I'll go to the 1 hourly just to confirm and see if that's a possibility. Because why? Because I'm excited right now of what's happening. I don't see anything on the hourly showing this. So nothing exciting here. Now, when I open it up, because you got to flip the charts, right? Each candle now represents 1 hour, and I do not see a cup and handle anywhere. I see an upward momentum, sideways action. We started building a little bit of a range here of support. So the support level, and then we broke through. So right now our support and our numbered level here is 106, right about 107. So we're there. So what happens here, 43 minutes I expect to come down. Now the Fibonacci sequence level is different on the hourly to the 4 hourly, so I don't like it because it doesn't give you exact price ranges here. So there is a big chance that we are creating that half a W now that I'm beating Solana to death, and I'm sorry if I am. But exponential moving average, when my ribbons and my Bollinger Bands get tight and they come in, my indicator's telling me there's a price action. Well, what was the price action? The price action was up. So I believe that we're not finished. The volume will continue to come in on Solana, and that's what I did not do, excuse me. Where's Solana? Should be all the way at the top. There it is. 3.1. So 3.2 billion in volume, surpassing Cardano, surpassing XRP, Luna, Polkadot, Doge. I mean, everything right now. So pay attention to that, besides, obviously, the other big guys, Ethereum and Bitcoin, of course. But check out Solana on the bottom right there. Pretty impressive. Pretty good. 3.2. The volume's there. Everything's looking good. The indicator is telling me. I do believe that we can keep going. What will happen? Well, you get a shakeout, a fake out. It'll probably scare you, take you to 100, and then you'll probably sell, panic sell, do something similar to that. The EMA exponential moving average, the EMA right here. This ribbon is getting super tight. What happens, ladies and gentlemen, every time my ribbon gets tight? Well, you see a significant move. Now, let's not say every time it does that, it goes down, because if you did that, you would sell and you could be wrong. Every time my ribbon gets tight, well, if it got tight here, what happened? Well, the price action went to 192 all the way from 168. So pay attention to what's happening here. I don't want you to be silly and watch half the video and go, oh, he said, look, it gets tight. It's going to go down every time. No. That's not what happens. It could get tight, super, super tight, and you could say goodnight. Go all the way up. And you'd be happy as hell if you sold that. What did we do? Well, we saw the peak here in December, and we saw it at 238, 240. We seen that was an old support level, giving me some resistance back in the day, just a month ago or two. And then we sold some because we didn't believe we were going to continue. If you look at a bigger chart, it'll show you a double top pattern coming in here, and then we sold Solana. But that's just the past. Now, understand, if that's the past, this is a humongous falling wedge. Once we break out this humongous falling wedge, and that would take us a long time to do it, probably 156. I'm beating Solana to death right now. A lot of people do like it. This would be an issue. So has anyone here put eyes on Quantum? Yes, you can't get it confused with the QTM and the QTUM, because there's two of them. There's definitely two of them, so definitely pay attention, do your own research. That's why it's so important. This is not the show for it. But yes, I've spoken about it. Very, very good projects. Actually, both of them, so you have to find out which one it is. They're two completely different projects. But one's called Quantum, and they're both spelled different ways, so you got to pay attention. One's Quant, I believe, but they both look like Quantum. So pay attention to that. There is this V coming on Solana. So what do you want to talk about? I got a good few people on right now, watching, paying attention, definitely to mention. What on here on the right side? I mean, I got Hunt over here. I like Hunt. Helium, HNT is a good one. We got Sandbox just hovering around $4. Man at the Central Land. I already told you where you could possibly buy some more. That's definitely looking to retrace. Of course, right? As soon as we break that 39,000 on Bitcoin, we will know. Now, if you see the band super tight here, something's happening. I just want you to understand that. This is Bitcoin now. Something is happening. Get excited, because you're invited. And I want you to understand that I'm so souped right now because I have not seen this boring sideways action in an ascending channel in this direction in a long time. And it's a 4 release, so I mean, you take it for what it is. But if you do look at this and you do understand what's happening here, I'm pretty excited, because this seems to be an ascending triangle pattern coming in. But if you want to really look at it that way, you can also say this is an ascending channel. I do expect this to come in and keep doing what it's doing. What's going to happen? We are now getting some bullish momentum, but tight consolidation to the upside. As that may sound a little funky, then it'll do maybe that is what I'm saying. That's where your consolidate is. And then before you know it, it's gone. I do believe. Now, I do believe 42.5. Yeah, I'm excited for that price action to hit. Do see that this is what could be happening. And now what would be happening is a cup and handle. It seems like the entire market is trying to do something to that. Man at the Central End already did that, if you saw earlier on the video. So please hit the like and subscribe, as you see the cup and handle formation already is here. So somehow Man at the Central End is ahead of Bitcoin, perhaps the money and perhaps everything else. It's easier to run it through. Then you look at this chart here. This is a falling wedge. Perhaps we're still falling. I don't know. We got to double check. There are confirmation price levels that we can come into. So I'm still sitting here waiting on the super chat for somebody to say, hey, this is a live chat, as you know now. Tell me the coin or token you want to talk about. I'm sitting here waiting as I'm talking about Bitcoin. But understand, at any time, at any moment, I do believe that February is a good time. Now, February is the greatest time we're getting this. Now, as Wall Street Pete always says, you could be pissed, right? This does exist. 34.7, 34.4, excuse me. There is an opportunity for about that price to come alive. Now, if you don't believe me, well, don't believe me, just watch, right? We used to do that all the time. Calm down, screaming, hurting everyone's ears. But like Bruno Mars used to say, don't believe me, just watch. Check it out, scream and shout. This is where we're going, I do believe, to the upside. There is a lot of bullish momentum, and what's happening is the derivatives. People are shorting Bitcoin. People are trying to say, so you don't know what derivatives are, right? Nobody knows what derivatives are. Let's talk about this. So there's actually people out there that say, for example, this is Bitcoin, right? And it's worth, I have one of them. Now, it's worth approximately $38,000. Now, I am going to short this on leverage 50 times. Now, it'd be insane. I'd have to have a lot of money to do that. I'd have to probably have about as much as a Bitcoin. So you need a decent amount of money to short and long something times on leverage. Now, this is the product. Understand, this is the product that we are shorting. It's Bitcoin. It sounds like a joke. I'm expecting and shorting it to go down to a specific price. Once it hits, I'm out. Okay? Now, I don't know where it's going if I'm just getting in immediately. If it goes up a certain amount of price, and I shorted this at 35,000 when Bitcoin was down, and I said, oh yeah, we're going to short it. It matters where you short it. 34 and a half is where I shorted it. Let's just say right now, the date, January 24th, I did this a week ago, okay? January 24th, I shorted Bitcoin. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The price is 38.4. I'm shitting my pants or I'm already liquidated. It's just common sense. It's just the truth. What happens is my alert on my phone, my PC, the product, the app that I'm on gives me an alert saying, hey, Wall Street Pete, if you don't put more money into the price and start shorting it, I have to now short a Bitcoin. I better have it at 38,000, hoping that this comes down now and gets me equally out. If not, say goodbye to your money. You could take out the $200 if you, whatever you have left. It's telling you you're going to get liquidated because the price is going up so high. All the buyers have switched to the bull market, and you're sitting here now with a market price of 34,500. Do you understand what's happening? What it's doing is causing you could be in your sleep, to sell it. I mean, to buy after you sold it, right? You wanted it to go down. Now you're a buyer. Guess what? You just joined the entire market. You were shorting. You just donated your 38,000 to all of us. Instead of the whales finally getting fed, the whales are getting effed. And that's what needs to happen here. Once this happens, there's how many? There was so much money in the short positions on leverage. Derivatives are very important. Understand what's going to happen is a parabolic move all the way to, I believe, the 45,000. We'll be talking about it when we get there. Almost don't want to do a video until we get to 45,000. Understand what I'm trying to tell you. The rest of the market should follow suit. Right now, some of it is having a downturn. Do understand double bottom M patterns still exist in this market. So until we get the confirmation, which is there it is, until we continue to break through that, even man at the central end, we won't know but to keep talking about double bottom M's, right? Seems like we got this head and shoulders inverted. Don't want to be the dead horse. I can't believe it. 30-minute video. Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. Have a great day. We're going to have to go. This video is so long. I can't take it. I'm sorry we took so long to get some of these tokens in here. Tonight, if you want to go over a token, if you want to go over it on TradingView tonight, Wall Street Pete will break it down. Yes, this is not financial advice, but I'm a gentleman that's twice as nice. Do your own research. We'll go over it tonight. Perhaps I can go over your token. I'm sorry, this video went entirely too long. Every day, Wall Street Pete, SICKDOE in crypto. We go over live TA, positivity, crypto news. Please don't snooze. This is the channel that you choose. We're out of here. Take care. Have a great day.